Hi, nice to see you and welcome back to another video. Now that I take time in bird photography, there were some things I wished to know when I started in this birding adventure. And the best thing was that I could now go back in time and tell me some advices to make this journey in bird photography a little more comfortable and don't get any deceptions about it. If you want to know my hints before you start in bird photography or you're just beginning in bird photography, stay with me.
Move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago, I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine.
The first thing I have to say you is don't try to compare you with other bird photographers. The world of bird photography is full of very expert bird photographers. They took years to get impressive pictures. And the most of the pictures you find in social media are pictures post-processed. I mean, with Lightroom, with Topaz, on other softwares to improve the sharpness, to remove the blur, to remove the noise. So don't think that all these pictures you see in social media are right direct from your camera. No, they requires a most of post-processing work, and that can be a little frustrating if you don't get these pictures like you see always in social media. There are sometimes in the photographers use a setup to get these pictures. They put a special flowers, special illumination, or in his backyards, or go to uh, bird parks and get all these pictures. It's not just to walk around and think that with the first pictures of a bird I will get, it will be as good as the pictures I see in social media. So don't get frustrated if your pictures are not like the pictures you see in social media. The second thing, I guess, is use the gear you have. Don't think that if you will start in bird photography, you will need a very expensive gear. No, use the gear you have at home, get you a lens. The best is to get a lens with a major focal length than usual for landscape or other photographies, and go out and take your best pictures. You don't need a high megapixel, high-end camera, a large prime zoom lens. And that's because the story never ends. If you have a good zoom lens, you then want the best prime lens, then you want the best high-end camera, and it will never stop. So start the bird photography with the gear you have. The difference is that if professional photographers spend a lot of money in his gear, you need to spend a lot of time in to get this best picture. Other advice I would give me if I could go back in time is that bird photography is not just a walk in the park, looking for a bird and taking the pictures. No, bird photography is something you need to plan, and you need to take a lot of things in consideration. The hour of the day, the light, the conditions of the weather. There are lots of factors that can get you to reach good pictures. Don't think that it's just walk around and looking for a bird and take the picture. Other point is there is never a bird close enough. All birds are really far away. If you think the most beautiful bird will land here in front of you a few meters, no. All birds are always far away. So don't think to get the pictures of the bird just in a square, the whole picture, the whole bird inside. Try to make a composition about the bird and assume that maybe some birds will be at 20, 30, or 40 meters far away. And as much you close get to them, they fly away. It's not like the dove in the Central Park that you can feed with your hand. No. As much beauty the bird is, as farther away it is. So take your time, go close to them, and don't do nothing quickly. Do always slow movements so that you don't scare the bird that it flies away. Another important key factor you need to consider when you start in bird photography, that bird photography is a process. You don't can think that the first pictures you will take will be the best. No, it will take a long time until you reach your really good pictures. And of course, maybe your first picture will be the best, but that's not the usual. It maybe can take months and sometimes years that you will get the good pictures you are looking for. Another important factor is consider that the bird photography is something you do for you. Don't do it for others. Do it like a therapy that helps you to get a best time in nature, to get you more involved with birds, study the birds, and discover all the world that is behind the bird photography. It's a therapy you have to do for you, not for others. Another important hint that I wish to know before is that bird photography requires a lot of effort. You need to wake up early in the morning to get the best pictures. Maybe you have to take the whole day. You need to travel very far away to get best pictures. It's not as easy as just go out from home and take the pictures. Maybe sometimes you will get dirty because you have to lay in the floor, you have to get into the water to get the best pictures. You have to hide behind bushes. You have to get over a tree, over a building, over a bridge, or whatever. It's not easy, and you have to do the work to get the best pictures. Another point to consider is that no matter the season of the year, each season has his charm. In winter, in summer, in spring, or in autumn, there are really perfect moments to get these wonderful birds. In the spring, the birds are full of colors. In the winter, you can get the best owls. In the summer, are the best eagles you can maybe get. So don't be frustrated about the season of the year. The whole year is perfect to get good pictures of birds. And the last advice is don't think only in the bird. Sometimes a good composition will add more value to your picture than just the bird. Everything in photography is about composition, and in bird photography is absolutely the same. So try to find the right place, the right way, or the right angle to get the best picture of the bird. It's not only the bird, it's the whole picture that gives you a perfect photo. And so, I hope this video will help you to not get frustrated when you're starting in bird photography. Take your time, don't care about the gear, use the gear you have, don't compare your pictures with others in social media. Now that it is a work to do the best pictures, get up early, look at the best light, and all this will help you to achieve sooner than later the best pictures. If you find this video interesting, maybe you consider to subscribe and give it a like, so others can see this video too. Now, go out and take your best pictures, and see you next week. Bye.
But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago, I've changed for the better.